Welcome back to Caprolite. Here today we're going to talk about milk buckets and lids that go on those milk buckets. So we're going to slide over and talk about our Caprolite bucket first. This is our Caprolite bucket. It comes in two configurations, a single and a dual. It has a handle on it for pouring it out, right? Here's a dual configuration. You've got two milk inlets on the front and a vacuum inlet on the back. And here's your single configuration with just a single inlet here. This rod goes here to allow you to get some pressure on the lid so it can start its vacuum. Once it's vacuum started, it's good. That's really about all it is. It is a stainless steel bucket. But there's not really much more to it. It's just a good little 3-gallon bucket. This rod here is a replacement for the block that was once used, that Fernie was sending out back years ago. So these are available on our website and they can be cleaned and sanitized, whereas the block cannot. So if you'd like to get a replacement, please take a look at caprolite.com and go find those and purchase one, and we'll get it out to you as soon as possible. Now, this is the standard bucket, the standard milk bucket that you see all over the place. It's stainless steel 304, I believe. This one that we like to use has the long handle on it. And the reason that we like to use the long handle is because it fits this lid that we'll talk about in just a minute a lot better. They also come with a small little handle on the back for pouring your milk out. This is the Eco Bucket made by Milk-Rite Interpulse. So this bucket gets a lot of attention because it's a nice little bucket. It's about half the weight of a bucket that's a stainless steel. So it's a lot easier to pick up. Actually, this bucket here is lighter than that bucket, which is much smaller than that one.
Yeah, this one is 4 and that's 6.
Right, this is a 4-gallon bucket and this is a 6-gallon bucket. And it's a lot lighter empty than it is when it's full of milk. This is what we call a 6-gallon or a 50-pound bucket. A neat little thing on it is it's got a gauge right here to tell you how many pounds are in there. This bucket is made of a poly blend that Interpulse makes. It's really thick. It's really hard. It's not like a lot of those other little clear buckets that you see, because if you drop those on the floor, they're just going to shatter. That's one reason we don't sell them. But this is tough, and it'll hold up over many years to come. And the thing that we have questions about sometimes is, does the milk taste like the plastic? No. We use this in our own parlor, and I have never had a problem with the milk ever tasting like the plastic. So there you go. Now, let's talk about the lids. We've got two lids here. We've got a clear lid with a handle and a clear dome lid, right? Why do we use clear lids? We're a big proponent of clear lids here at Caprolite because you can see the milk that goes in there so you don't overfill it. And make a mess and suck milk up into your vacuum hoses, which end up in your motor or pump. You don't want that, right? So we really like the clear lids. Now, this clear lid can sit on either one of these pails and it's just fine, the clear lid with the handle. But one of the reasons that we like to use this one is because it can lock in and stay, and it's not going to fall off, right? Then we have our little dome lid that we put on the top of the bucket, and it's going to sit there as well. Now, these come in two configurations, single and dual. When you order a single on the website, that's the way it's going to come. It's going to be just like that, or the same with the dome lid. It's going to come just like that with a adapter that goes from the 3/4 inch to the 1/2 inch. Same here, 1/2 inch hose for your milk lines to go into. Now note that on the Libero, your vacuum line goes in on the front here it doesn't need an adapter because it's already 1/2 inch. And you do need an adapter here because we've got to get from 3/4 to 1/2 here. That's one of the reasons that we really like that one with the handle, because when you've got both hoses hanging off the front, you don't want it to move. So, when you order a dual, it will come with this other little small piece on it. This got another little Y adapter, and you hook both your milk lines there, and you have your single vacuum line coming from the pump, just like we do on all of the machines. Same with this one. If you order a dual on this one, it's going to come just like that. It's the same thing on both lids. This just a matter of preference. Both of these are going to work just the same, right? You're going to have your vacuum on the back on this one, your vacuum on the front on this one, the handle and no handle. But they operate just the same, and they can work on both milk buckets. Now, that's about it for the milk buckets, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about our milk filter, an inline milk filter. When you buy these, if it's a single, you just stick it on there, stick your milk hose in there, and it filters your milk for you before it even gets in the pail, right? If you buy a dual, 2 milk filters, you just put them on there, put your lines in there, and have at it. Go ahead and just milk away. Now, these milk filters, you just take your little cup off the bottom, take the little screen out, and you just replace it as necessary. You can take it out and clean it. If you follow the direction on the milk, then what's going to happen is the trash or bits and pieces of stuff that you're going to get that you would normally end up in the bucket, you're going to see it right here. And then you can wash that filter. These filters, depending on how many goats you're milking, how often you're milking, and how long you milk, is going to determine how often you need to replace those. When you buy one of these, you get 2 of those little filters with it. And we sell plenty of the replacements on the website as well. So, there you go. Our 3 options. You got a 3.5, a 4.5, and a 6 here. The 2 different lids. And that's really about it. So if you have any questions or comments, please just reach out to us. Visit us at Caprolite.com, or visit us on our Facebook, facebook.com/Caprolite, or reach out to me directly on Facebook. Y'all have a wonderful day.